All right, we are back with Unit 2, Section 4 homework. This is domain and range, the second page, and these are 11 through 18. All right, so these are discrete functions, or functions that are just dots, points, not connected. Okay, and the directions say find the domain and range for the discrete functions. So kind of what we did on the first page, except now instead of having a list of ordered pairs, we have a set of points on a graph. Okay. So I'm just going to start with the first one. Now, there are different ways to do this, and if you don't need to list the points out, then don't worry about it. But for a lot of people, I know this is helpful, so I'm going to do it this way, at least for the first half. In the second half, I probably won't, but that way you can see it two ways. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a table. So I have x and y. And I'm going to list the coordinates for every point that I have on here, and that way I have domain on my x and range on my y. Okay? So if you just list them out on a table, you already have them separated by domain and range. So if this is helpful, then do this. Okay? I always go from left to right when I do these, so I'm just going to start with this first point right here. That point is -4, and then up 1. Okay, so if you need help with that, I always start in the middle, and if I go left, you can see these are relabeled, very small, but left 1, 2, 3, 4, so it's negative. So if you need to, you can label this is negative, this is positive, and then down, this is negative, and up is positive. Okay, so if that helps you with knowing what's positive and negative, then label that. Okay, so you always go x first, so left and right, and then up and down. So I went left 4, up 1. So -4, 1. Okay, now I cross off my points when I'm done. That way I don't repeat them. Okay, the next one is right here. So I go right 1, so +1, and then down 1, 2, 3, 4. So -4, because down is negative. Okay, now these two are on the same line, like they're, if I'm going from left to right, those either one's next, doesn't matter. So I'm just going to do the top one. So that is right 2, so +2, and up 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I did that one. Now I'm going to do this one right here. So I go right 2 again, and down 2, so -2. And then my last one, right 5, so I have 5, and down 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and now this is just like what we did on the front, where my domain is all my x values, my range is all my y values, and since I have some that repeat on both, I don't have to write those. So for domain, I'm just going to write all my x's, except I only write 2 one time. Okay, so I have -4, 1, 2, and 5. Okay, and then range is all my y values, except I don't have to write -4 twice. So I have 1, -4, 4, and -2. Oh, and it's blurry. There it goes. And I am done with that question. So again, you just find all the points, list them out in a table if you need to, and then just copy x to domain and copy y to range. And that's all we're doing. So again, I'm going to go ahead and make the table on the first 4, but the last 4 I will do it without making the table, because some people don't want to write this much, or at some point, if this gets to be easy enough, you may not need to write the table every time. And so I'll show you what to do when you don't want to do that. Okay, so I'm going to go left to right. So I'm going to start with this one all the way on the left. So that is -7, and then down 1, 2, 3. So -3. Okay, so I did that one. Now I'm going to do this one right here. So I go -4, up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I did that one. Now I'm going to do this one. It's -1, up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I did that one. Now, doesn't matter because they're both the same. So I go over 6, up 1, 2, 3, 4. So I did that one, and then my last one, over 6 again, and down 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, I have domain on X, range is Y, and I just copy my numbers down. Okay, and I don't have to repeat for the ones that do. So domain, I have -7, -4, -1, and 6. Range, I got -3, 6, 4, and -4. And I'm done with that question. And moving on to 13. Okay, again, I'm going to do the table 2 more times. After that, I'm not going to do it anymore. So I have X, Y. Okay. And I'm going to go left to right. So all the way down here, that one is -7. And then down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So -7. So we did that one. Now I have this one right here is also -7. Down 2. -2. Then this one is -4. And then up 2. Got rid of that one. And then this one right here, I go right 2, so +2, and up 3. Okay. And then this last one over here is right 7, down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's it. So now I just have to write those. Now, of course, if this were a multiple choice test or something like that, if you write them out, you just have to match the domain with X and the range with Y, depending on which one it's asking for, or if it's both. So it just depends. So -7's twice, I don't have to write it twice. So -4, 2, and 7. Okay, range, I got nothing repeats, so -7, -2, 2, 3, and 5. And that's it. Moving on. All right, last one I'm going to do the table on. After that, I'm just going to not do the table and just write the points out in domain and range. Okay, so down here, we got -7, down 1, so -1. Okay. This one right here, we have -7 again, up 1, 2, 3. Okay, this one is on the line, so I go -2. And because I don't go up or down, I moved 0. Because anything on the line is 0. Okay, so I did that one. Next one is right here. So I got right 2, down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So negative because I went down. And my last one is 1, 2, 3, 4, and an up 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I just write domain and range. So I have -7 and -2, 2, 4. Range -1, 3, 0, and -7. And I don't have to do 3 again because it repeats, so I'm done. And that's it. Alright, now these last 4, I'm not going to write the table out in case you want to see that. So I'm just going to go ahead and start with my brackets. And as I go through each point, I'm simply going to write the x value on domain and the y value on the range. So this takes up a little less time. But if this is easier for you, or it's certainly faster, you can do it this way as well. So I'm still going to go left to right. So I have this one way up here. So this one I go left, so that's -5 is the x, and up 1, 2, 3 is the y. So I find the point and I do x and y. So I don't have to write it out on a list and then write it over here. I just write it over here. Okay? So I did that point. Next one's right here. So I go left 1, 2, 3. So -4. And down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So -5. Okay? X that one out. Next one is on the line. So I go right 4. And then on the line is 0. So 0. And I've done that one. And then this one, I'm just going to go up here. So right 7. Up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And then the last one down here, I go right 7, which I already have, so I don't have to write any more. And I go down 2, so -2. So if that way is easier for you, then do it that way. It certainly takes less time overall to just write them out. But again, if you need to write the table, then do that every time. So 16, okay, again, domain range, I'm just going to start with my brackets. Okay, and there we go. So furthest left point is way up here. So that is -4. And an up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So done with that one. This one is on the line, so I go -3. And on the line is 0. And I did that one. There we go. So -3, 0. My next one is down here, so that is -1. And down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. -6. So I did that one. My next one is right here. So I go right 1, 2, 3. And down 1. And my last one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's it. So see how that does take a lot less time. So if you are able to do that, to me that'd be a lot easier. You just get done faster. But again, depends on you. If the table works, do the table every time. Okay, 17. I start my domain and range. I'm going to start with the top one. Okay, so I do -5, and then I go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I did that one. Now I have one down here also is -5, so I'm not going to write it again, but it's down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So -7. Okay. Next is right here. I go left, 1, 2. So -2, and down 1, 2, 3. All right, did that one. My next one is right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have a 6 and an up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I already have a 5 on my range, so I'm not going to write it again, which means that one is done. And my last one's right here. So it is right 7 and then up 1, 2, 3. And that's it for 17. And I got one more, then I'm done with this page at least. Okay, domain and range. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, -5 and -2. Okay, next is -3 and -3. Okay, so far so good. Next one's right here, so -1 and 2. Did that one. This one's on the line, so I go 0, 1, 2, 3, negative 4. And my last one, over 1, 2, 3, 4, up 1. And that's it for 18, and that is it for this page, which means that is it for this video.